What's up, everyone? We are live. It is Wednesday the 9th, and we are playing a spicy one tonight. You got it. We have Black White Torment of Hellfire, as asked by one of our viewers. They wanted to see Torment of Scarabs and Torment of Hellfire. So, the best way I could describe it is we got a Curses deck. But we want Black-White. It gives me access to Fumigate, Descend upon the Sinful. And really, since we run no creatures, they're all fine things. Immolating Glare is pretty okay. We want to be able to strip our opponent's hands, so Transgress the Mind, Doomfall really come in handy there. Bantu's Last Reckoning, just in case they get out too fast of us. We have Liliana's Last Hope. We have some ramp. A lot of ramp. We get up here. Cruel Reality is the surpriser that actually is pretty okay. And then we have Torment of Hellfire. So in the board, really, I brought in Authority of the Councils because against a Aggro type red deck, it's the difference between us dying and us not dying generally. Chemball against your control decks, and a whole variety of other things. We just got live yet, so let us jump into the game and see if we can't anger some opponents. Nope, won't be getting in that one. But we'll be okay. All right, gotta reset that. Good luck, have fun, our opponent. We lost the roll. Sad tier. Alright, so 2 lands. Not really super keepable, but we do have an Immolating Glare, so I do want to see how it does. I mean, it's got 24 lands, so we could miss land drops, and it could be really horrible, or it could be really good. Alright, a little ways off from Scarabs. I mean, we might have to go up on the land count by 1. So. But it seems like our opponent's playing a brew too. Alright, now we just need to draw a land. And we will be in business. That's not what we want. Excuse me. So I think we dump the Descend here. That's the most innocuous of all of our cards. It's Mimic. What are we naming? Constructs. So this is a construct deck? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll give up the Torment. Because if they attack, we can kill the Mimic. Yeah, our opponent's on a brew, so. Do it. Yes. Pew. Die. No, we won't have to discard. Alright, well, we're going to transgress. I guess our deck just doesn't want to give us lands. Let's see what we're dealing with. Marriott Master. Well, Trawler is the biggest issue. So. Oh, we're not dead by far. We will take 4. Alright, land gets us to Cultivator's Caravan, which then gets us to Archive. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna scoop. 2 lands by turn 6. That's just not gonna happen. Alright. I think So all that's fine. That's fine. Liliana not super good here. And drop a push. I mean, they know we're a Torment deck, but they don't know exactly how we torment our opponents. So, I might go up a land. And mulligan that. And keep that. Yeah, that's a pretty solid keep. 1 left off. We do have a Bantu's Last Reckoning, which does time walk us, but we will keep this. And then we'll put the Doomfall right on top. Doomfall is good. Oh, this deck confuses me. I guess there's got to be some infinite loop that I'm missing. Yeah. It's got to be an infinite loop deck. It's not going to hit us, so... Alright, when we got there, let's reveal. Let's take a look. Multiform Wanderer. Oh, we're going to take the Mimic here. And we'll land the Archive. Oh, yeah. Alright, there we go. So we're up to a Torment for 4, 5 right now. Alright, so we've got multiple Torments here, so we're just going to actually fire them off. Torment for 5. So our opponent can take 15 points of damage or discard their hand and kill all their creatures and stay at 20. That's 1. 2. And we took 3 unlicensed. That's fine. I have 0 creatures for you to target with that. Alright, Alright, we can fire off the other Torment. Yeah, uh-huh. So I got 3 cards in hand. We know what they are. It's that, the Wanderer, and the Kozilek's Channeler. Alright. We're going to take a turn off. And just get the death blow this turn. Because that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. That's fine. 2 cards in hand, 7 triggers. I can do 4, so 3. They don't die if they do at all, but they're not in a good spot. Let's go with that. And we are going to go to town. X equals 7. And let's Torment. And our opponent scoops. Alright, I think that was the right call. So. That felt fine. Oh, this deck. Torment makes for some exciting turns. Thought about adding green so we can get mana ramp into it. But I'm like, then I lose all my, like, fun kill spells. And I'm like, I just don't want to do that. So I went straight curses. So I figure that will anger people more. Yeah, we'll keep it because, I mean, this could be really good. And we're on the draw. So, draw 2 lands we need. The double lands. So if we get into this, Ob's going to be really good for us. But we do have a kill spell. Alright, well, can we draw lands? Come on, deck. Rancid Rats. Alright, well, there we go. We're just going to keep playing lands. I mean, I'm not going to touch that Rats right away. There's no reason to. Our opponent has shown much juicier targets. Like that. We'll grasp that. Alright, let's draw land here. You're uncastable at this point. Alright, Warden will kill. Or do we take... You know what? Let's take a peek, see what my opponent's doing. What do you... Oh, that's Treasure Keeper. Yep. We'll take that. And now if they play Mimic, we can murder Mimic with Never. I would much prefer to start landing other things. So I would definitely much prefer that. All right. All right, you know what? We'll get there with this. Take a little damage. We can never... It's not a construct. Alright. If we draw an untapped white source, this would be killer. We didn't. Alright. So we're looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to do that. Oh, this. Come on. Give me a white source. White source. Well, that's boo. So we're taking 7. Bantu's Last Reckoning now will be our only go. Our opponent's tapped out. Oh, we got that. But we all did. Alright, we're adding the 25th land. Add 25th land. Alright. Because we are technically a control deck, so on the loosest terms possible. But we want to make sure our opponent has, you know, has things going on here. Like curses. Yes, we'd love to go first. I'm going to keep this because we do have the Cultivator's Caravan. So. And double Last Reckoning. And it looks like we're against a control deck, so Last Reckonings mean nothing to us. Good news is our curses can be lights out to them. Alright, well, we need to draw a land. I guess it doesn't matter how many lands we have in our deck. Because now they are online, and we are not. Missing a land drop. We may just have to scoop because I don't feel like showing my opponent what we're on. Alright, so let's see if they'll let us Cultivator. They do. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so I mean they have to have some sort of counter spells. I don't remember what the counter package is for them, but I'm thinking it's less Alright, so we're holding up 2. So if there's a sensor, we got sensor beat. Otherwise, we're drawing out something big. So let's see what our opponent's going to do. All lands and a pull. Well, we know the sensor's there. The pull is the bigger threat in that hand. We will exile it. And it is control. So all lands and a sensor. That's pretty rough. So as long as we play around sensor right now, we're okay. Even though 4 of our cards in our hand are about as dead can be right now. So let's see if they drew a real counterspell. Because we have sensor covered. They did not. Oh, this could be a really quick game. There's the cycle for sensor. So we have 1 unknown and all lands. But I think that's going to get old real quick. I will just pass turn. Torment X3 is not what we want to be doing. Alright, so they drew an illumination, so they drew some more cards. They're going to take the damage this time. That's impressive. Alright, that lands. Alright, we're getting to the point where we're almost ready to torment, but not quite yet. Gear Hulk. Gear Hulk. Alright, we'll take 5. Alright, let's just knock it down so we only take 1. It's not like there's anything else that matters. Alright. We could burn a counterspell? I think we have confused our opponent. Alright, so we can X4 Torment. Here comes Glimmer. And it's fine because they can just keep discarding. There's not anything good for that. Alright, we'll take some damage here. I feel like we're looking at they have a counterspell. We have Supreme Will now covered. Let's see, do they have Censor? I mean, fire it off. Yep, that's fine. Gets another card out of their hand that they can't just discard and cycle. I haven't seen any hard permission yet. There's got to be like maybe 2. and some like essence scatters. I mean, we'll fire off Last Reckonings and all that. There's an upgrade target. All right. All right, land. We fumigate. Gotta fight through it. And we're dead because they'll fire up Funeral. Yep. Alright. So we know what we have to bring in against this deck. This. These. Less Reckonings come out. Fumigates come out. I'll even bring in an Ob. Liliana is a better threat. And we'll bring that in. There we go. It didn't really see much except for a little bit of, you know, discard early and some stuff. So we'll keep this on the fact that we have things to do on turns 2, possibly 3. And Kemball is just super backbreaking because they did not see a creature out of us. So we play Shambling Vet. Say go. And most of our stuff plays at sorcery. There we go. Alright, let's see what you're doing. Disallow. So we got rid of, but we do have a way to deal with that. So we're going to take the disallow. Because Whirler doesn't scare us so much. They have to play a land. Alright, so they play the hub. Alright, as long as they didn't draw a sensor, we're okay. They did not. Now it's going to be painful. And we have an answer for Whirler. Sadly, it's not instant speed before the energy trigger hits, but they can make 1. Play Shambles. Murder. That's fine. If we can get Kemball to stick around, this is fantastic for us. Our 2/3 Kemball race is a 1/1 Thopter. No attacks. Alright, so we have 2 options of play here, is to archive. I think we honestly Lily. Kill that. And then next turn, hopefully draw a land. But our opponent's going to Glimmer and help us out here. So they need to find an answer for Kemball. He kind of hurts control. And by kinda, I mean really. So. And an unchecked Lily is completely fine. Alright. No tick on target. So, I mean, they are shaping their hand. I'm not going to run into a sensor. Alright, that's fine. They're going to take some damage. I would prefer not running my archives into sensor. Because we really want to hit a Grand Slam Torment here. So. Alright, so let's see if they drew the big guy. Yep. No, they drew Glimmer. Alright, there's that other Glimmer. So they've played everything we've seen. So I wonder if we're going to see a Funeral fire up to knock Lily down. If we do that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is super close to death, and they aren't. Alright, so Courtyard, Lily and her needlessly tick up. Go like that. So basically we have 2 mana up in case they decide to target it with an Abrade. We can... Our goal is hopefully to get them to tap down pretty well for a Wandering Funeral to hit Lily. And then we could Torment of Hellfire for 2, 5, 9. Yep. Alright. Probably do it for 8, because there's probably a sensor there. Do we want to tick up? Alright, what do we want to do? We can go for a really large Torment. Chances on disallow with 7 cards in hand is pretty high. Yep. We're gonna let them fire off something. Alright, there's another Harness Lightning. That helped. More than we will ever know. Alright, so hopefully they fire up Wandering Funeral. No. No, they did not. We'll fire up another Kemball. We gotta draw the disallow out, is what we're trying to do. I mean, they totally would have disallowed if it was there, so I'm pretty sure I mean, next turn we can fire off this massive Gear Hulk for harnessed. They will take 2, will gain 2. Alright. So I wonder what we have. We took 1 disallow. Alright, Lily down 5 card types. Alright, well let's... I'm going to play it conservative a little bit. Or I get a dude. Alright, so they're gonna harness. No, they're gonna glimmer. Okay. This is gonna be a pretty massive Torment. Come on, give me a good Torment. Give me the good one. That's fine. Now that's not going to be good for us. Alright. So if we fire off the Torment, he can make 4, 5, 6. They can sack out 2. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 9. -4, 5, 6. So they only have to sack out 3 cards out of hand. Not in love with that. Alright, let's see if we can... Alright, so let's kill Whirler, make him blow all of that energy. Alright, so he didn't blow it all, so that's actually really good for us. Alright, let's Ghost is clear first. There's a negate. They have enough for another Gear Hulk negate. That's a problem. So, I mean, I'll just leave up the Hedron Archives and we'll crack One probably to draw some more. Okay, there goes a sensor. Another sensor. These are all good things we're seeing go away. Oh! Wanted to crack it. That's a punt. Alright, well, we're going to fire off a Hellfire. We either get it countered or we do really well with it. So let's... Four, 8. Do they have the Gear Hulk? No, they got the Dislow. That's game. Yeah, we were dead. That happens. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, that's where I think the other curses come in, like the Torment of Scarabs is really good. We may go up on a number of those. Yet, like, those keeping our opponent's hand in check is big. Alright, we got 4 lands, things to do. We'll keep. We'll play the Shambles. I think we also maybe more discard, like Laybear the Heart might not be a bad thing. I'm just trying to figure out the right numbers to the deck. No, we get to murder a 3-win Inspector, so... But yeah, I think we're getting... The numbers aren't bad, it's just... We just need more control hate, because we are actually decent in everything else but control. Die 3-win Inspector. So, I mean, we're not horrible. It's just we want to ramp into a... Basically, our goal is to get into this, like, massive Torment and just make our opponent super choosy. Interesting. So... Surprised I didn't sack the E-Wilds on their turn, because they would have gotten a Deuter. But we are in Descend categories now. So now he's got to get things in the yard. Descend's there more for the zombies matchup than anything as a one-of. Alright, now we're going to get 2 Deuters. Yep. Sure. Well, that was timely. I'll just do this anyway. Oh boy. No, you know what we're looking at. Black white tokens. Torment's gonna be super good if we get there. Can we cast it? 5, 6, 7? We can. Let's cruel your LDR opponent. Say, bless you, dear. It'd be fun, because, I think it's fine. We have board wipes. Pretty sure they're going to sack that Ornithopter. Well, good news is we can definitely descend here. We has the mana. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yep, they're scrying, trying to set that up. We're looking at just killing things. Now, we got him to 10 so far. Alright. So this is the Tezzeret build. We've seen this only once. Yeah, you wonder what the blue's for, and then you see Tezzeret, and you're like, oh. So they're going to make 4 tokens. But we're also going to murder that. Play a land. So I think we're going to draw and discard. I mean, Cruelty's doing its job in keeping them in check, and we just need a Torment at this point, because they only got 1 card in hand at 10 life. Alright, so we are going to fire up. Shambles. All right, block. Murder that. Alright, if we draw land, we'll Gyre. We still have 2 Fumigates and 2 Bantu's Last Reckonings. But, I mean, we're really not taking much damage here. Here comes the last card in our hand. Vizier of Many Faces. And it copies a servo. Oh, that was sweet. That was sweet. Alright, now they're going to take 5. And they're empty-handed. Unless they activate Shambles and sack it. Nope, they sacked a Tezzy. Woo! Forgot you could sack walkers. Sure. Alright, so we're going to take 7. Yeah, I'm not in love with the blue of the deck. I mean, it's fine for Tezzy's Bad Touch. But, come on, baby. Give me something good here. Ow, let's do this. Let's crack you. Next turn. Alright, so they're going to have to sack a servo. We take 8, 9, 10. But then they're going to deal with a Torment for 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's going to be rough. So they'll have to remember to sack a servo at the end of turn here. So they get 4 servos, because then they just sack all. It's basically a board wipe at that point. All right, let's do what we came here to do, folks. For 9. That's the 1 card in hand and all of their servos. That's the 1 card in hand. They took the damage. Now the cruelty will set in. They'll have to sack a servo. We take 7. And we're living off the top of our deck. But we do get a second draw. So we're taking 7. They go to 10. Alright. Torment of Hellfire. Alright, well. Do we redraw it or do we play that crack it? I think we redraw it. Alright. We need a Bantu's Last Reckoning. Push does not do it. Alright. Oh, we dead. Alright, so we know what our opponent's doing. We can fix that. There wasn't much in the way of actual creatures. So I feel like Chemball is actually not a bad thing here. Liliana's a beast. Never is not really good. Torment of Scarabs is fine because we're hoping to kill things. Doomfall, Push, Glare is whatever. Actually, I'll probably keep Glare in over Grasp. And bring a Push back in. Yeah, I think we'll run it like that. Because that will be incidental life gain. Yeah. And that may keep us alive long enough. And we'll try it, see. Lots of lands. Let's shamble. See if we can't get like the Anointed Procession or something like that. Inspector. Alright, let's see what we got. What you got? So, we got 1 land in there. Really? Well, I think we take that as the biggest, scariest thing they have. So this is like all-out tokens. Like, we're just going to make all the tokens in the world. Interesting. That's probably what they do, is throw down Ornithopter. And just swing through with it. That makes sense. So we have an unknown Marionette Master, which we're far away from. The Vizier is a little bit closer, but we need double blue, and Tezzy is the closest. Let's Chemball. I mean, they were playing hidden stockpiles and all that stuff, so. Alright, there's a blue source. That's an Inspector, so we're missing on land drops. There's a land drop. So they drew the Inspector, drew the land. So we know the 3 in hand is Tezzeret, Vizier, and Marionette Master right now. Alright, now we're not sitting on like... Man, I really wish we had a Torment of Hailfire like 2 turns ago. No, we have one. We just now need to amp up to it. Let's see. If they play a land, we know who's coming down. If they don't... Nope, they're going to crack a clue. They're looking for land. They found it. So we definitely need to... They drew a hidden stockpile. Well... We're back to knowing the 3 cards in hand. Oh, this is going to feel real good. Alright, well, we'll Crew Reality them first. Let them start sacking some creatures out. Tezzy's going to come out. So this turn we'll Crew Reality them. Yeah, here comes Tezzy. So he's got 3, so he could minus Tezzy and kill Kemball. He's gonna do just that. Now we'll take 3. And they're not getting anything off a stockpile, so they have unknowns. So let's start with that. If we can hit a Fumigate, that would be much appreciated. But we are going to hit a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not going to be fun. So they can Vizier Many Memories, copying Thraben Inspector. What's up, C9? Alright, that's a little more annoying. So we're down to Vizier and Marionette. We're going to double trigger the stockpile. Not in love with that. I'd much rather get a clean kill here. Alright. We actually have to deal with the Marionette Master. Doing my math. Oh boy. Did we get anything good? Hour of Destructions. What did we get, C9? Got Uncaged Menagerie. Alright, alright, alright. Not a horrible mythic. This is silly with all these stockpiles. I love a Fumigate right now. Bantu's Last Reckoning or Fumigate. Well, we're going to... So they have an unknown, but we're going to fire up the Shambles. Undying Fury. I mean... It's not horrible. I know Ryan built a deck around it and had a lot of fun playing it. That's the new one to everyone. That's the new hotness. Alright, so they have one Vizier in hand. We can X7. It's all the creatures. They can sack Ethereum cells, which is blah. Well, let's fire it off. See what they want to do. See if we can't get Cruelty to trigger. God, Pharaoh's Gift, and a Bounty O Luxa. Well, there goes the Vizier, so we are now empty-handed. I was about to say, why are you sacking out your stockpiles? We got better than I thought. I didn't think they were actually going to stock out stockpiles. God Pharaoh gets a fun card. I totally rock it. I've played a few different shells of it. The one last night really had me interested, so we may see it again. What are they casting out? It's not nice. Alright, so they actually had to do it to scry so they can get to... Alright, we're just going to build up. I mean, we're not in death range at all. Oh, I can't wait for Ixion C9 to actually start building. But I do have to get myself into DC mode very soon. So probably starting... Let me see, what's my schedule look like? Probably next week on stream. That Thursday we'll be firing on all cylinders into whatever deck we have hopefully chosen. Yep. Hopefully we I figure it out and oh god, if it was standard. So that's the rough part we're in. We don't have an exact like deck like this is all right, well that is fine with me. It's getting to the point where it's like we have a lot of good ideas, but we haven't like that deck hasn't that sweet spot hasn't hit yet. So like, we like the idea of you know, there's a lot of them. We like the idea of having white. Oh. Oh. Most likely, Billy, we're going to go with a fresh brew. We don't like... The last time I've gone... The few times I've gone, I've basically gone after what everyone's playing. And had a really good... Like, we actually have gone 7-2, you know, or better. Because we know what's happening. Oh my goodness. So, the one so far that I really feel like actually has some legs. 8, 9, 10. Alright. No, that's a thing. Is the black red. That thing just seems about as legit as of a deck I've seen. Alright. So it's 8. They gotta do a lot of sacking. And he got there. What's up, Spirit Chiller? Torment of Hellfire. I love you, but I hate you all at the same time. But Snake, I don't love, and Zombies, I really don't love. The mirror matches. I've played the mirror matches. When you guys don't see me streaming, I'm generally on Moto playing, you know, the other decks. Mulliganness. Keep this. Put that on top. And I do test a lot of decks. Like, I put a lot of time in. And it's just the mirror matchups just don't thrill me. So I'd rather bring something that's a little bit more of an outlier. Because right now, it basically, any decent day, you can take a deck out, it looks like. And for me, that I like the best. And the rest of my team is in the same boat. Oh, we're going to take that. Artifacts or creatures. Well, we run artifacts, but, I mean, whatever. So, I mean, that's where I'm at with it, is I'd rather bring something that has good game against red, good game against all the others. So, but the black red, I think, is the closest thing I've gotten where I'm like, all right, I think we can get behind something here. And it feels good. It's been solid. It has fantastic game against zombies and yeah, the black red definitely has game across the meta. That actual video will be out tomorrow morning on the YouTube. Oh my goodness. All right, let's just start shooting them off. Yeah, the kill spell tap out control. So that one went real well. Just helping them out. Just make them discard. Alright, so they took a little bit off it. Sure. I'm going to fire off more torments. Where do I kill things? I think this turn we take a turn off. And just do that. The black-red is going to get tested this weekend. My buddy Brian, who you know on the stream, he's been on Thursdays. He's on every Monday with us. Yeah. All right. And he's going to be testing on X-Mage with me. That's where we do a lot of testing. That or Cockatrice. Moto's fine, but to get like constant data streaming in, it's just better. And so we're going to test the black-green matchup. Because the black-red matchup, I have not gotten a black-green on an opponent yet. So. Oh, I agree. I miss having a man land in black-red. I completely agree with you, Detox. Our opponent's hanging on to something. They really want to play that card in their hand. I don't know what that card is, but... Yep. It's a river hoopy. Hoopu. No, it's Hoopu. That's right. River Hoopu. It's something I've considered heavily. I mean, I'm just going to fire off the third one. So, it might be black, red, splash, white. For literally just like a shambling vet and maybe some other white removal like deck. So, I don't know what my opponent's doing. But everything feels kind of good. Bantu's Last Reckoning, I don't see them breaking out of the gate super fast. So I'm going to take that out and leave the Fumigates running. So, because Deck and Stone's also really good in the meta right now. Especially against zombies. Deck and Stone wrecks zombies. Case in point, all the mono white testing I did when we played the mono white life gain deck. Also out on YouTube already. My God. Zombies like, I make tokens. I go, no. And I go, I have life gain. They're like, oh, I can't punch you hard enough. So it worked really well for us. But, I mean, we're getting to the point where, I mean, I'm 3 weeks out crunch timing almost. And yes, I'm going to stream still user submitted decks because that's what we do here. So, it's good against Relentless Dead, which is a huge deal. So I like this hand. We're going to keep it. So, it might be like a Mardu control shell, but the black red's just really good. Like, the only card I'm missing truly is Liliana the Last Hope again, which is slightly annoying, but I did offload her when she was like $60 a shot or whatever. So when she was super high, I did offload her. I had 4. So I got to get them back in. I can find her about $20 a shot now. So it's a servo deck. Confused. We're confuzzling. Alright. So the 3 deck types we're kind of looking at as like that black-red tap-out control-y shell. The other one is a token strat, which is not a bad thing, or like white life gainy mid range. So there's a few things we're fleshing out right now, because Always Watching's still a really good card. So. And things like Gacela and all that are a little harder to deal with than normal. It's a Tamiyo deck. So we're seeing something completely different out of our opponent now. Detox. The problem with Reanimator is a lot of people are packing main deck hate for anything in the graveyard. So that we're kind of steering away from like the God Pharaoh Gift, Reanimator strats. One I may yeah, there's so much scavenging ground right now. It's a little ridiculous. Which is fine. The one deck I might try is like what my opponent had. I think it was yesterday. That Jeskai shell that had a full convertive sideboard. So I don't see that happening, sadly. Alright, so we have to deal with Tamiyo. A lot of people are running it as a 2 of main. Alright, well, we're going to concede to the Tamiyo ult. We have no way around that. The Cruel Reality was our fix. That's a lot more walkers. I think we go still run with it. Yeah, all the decks we've been playing, we've been running it as a 2 of. I could say tonight's the first night I'm not actually running it. But tonight's a very fun deck. And it was user submitted. They wanted to see us build Torment, and this is the first take on it, and I'm enjoying it. It's been fun. So, does it win a lot of games? No. Does it make it exciting? Sure does. So, Let's take a peek. What you got there? Collective effort, expertise. So honestly, they have to draw a green source. Have to draw a green source. Dig. Double white. I think we take the Tameo. And not so much care. Yeah, we're enjoying the whole tormenting people Seawood. I mean, who wouldn't? But alright, Cruelty's not gonna do it. I mean, double Cruelty's fine. But we need the lands to get there, so can we draw a land, please, so I can Torment of Scarabs, our opponent, at least? So. Alright, so they're going to tap down. And we need to draw land. Score. Boop. Got her on Supreme Will. Alright. Every turn now. We've had Torments for 9 as big of. And lost games. Because it played tokens. Alright, so that's a collective effort. So let's see. They drew a land, but it's tapped. So they can collective effort or Supreme Will. And they're going to probably destroy the enchantment. That is fine. That's both collective efforts out of their hand. So all they got left that we know of is Supreme Will and Saram's expertise. Alright, deck, come on. Be good to us, please. I probably should have gone with my gut and gone Abzan. Because I was like, oh, if I go Abzan, I can get Mana Ramp. We could do much silly things. Alright, well, this is a thing. Oh, deck. Alright, so they got Supreme Will. We're taking a whole mess of ouchie here. Let's see if the Supreme Will comes out. They gonna fight over this? They are. Nope, they have negate, so they still have Supreme Will. Boop. I'm gonna murder that. Yeah, token, take it. So, Fumigate's gonna feel real bad here. And we die. Alright. That's fine. I mean, there's definitely a different approach I probably could have taken. I went more like curse, like tap out control. It seems like the deck just doesn't love us at times like it should. But this one is a fine keep. Yep. So I'm really thinking, like I say, so next week probably later in that week you'll probably start seeing a DC deck come out where I will be running rampant with it, and hopefully we're gonna do well with it. I don't know what it will be yet, but that will be the fun part for y'all. If you haven't seen a lot of prep for a bigger tournament, the way my group does it, so this is a human deck. So it should be good. Like I said, once we figure that deck out, last time we went, we had always Ojutai, and we loved our deck. We were on the Angel package of that version. A lot of people were on the blue-white humans, and that was fine. So we may time walk ourselves here. Not really worried about that. We'll do that. So this is Naya Humans. I've seen this build floating around. So I'm trying not to fire off the last reckoning till we have to, because I'd much rather just fumigate. So if they want to play a creature, I'll happily fumigate. And if we have to, we will Bantu's Last Reckoning. So we'll take 6. I don't know what my opponent's doing. Unless they got some kill spells, which sadly you're not going to use. It's a Heron's Grace champion. Alright, so we're taking a little bit more. Taking 9. No, we're going to gain some life back. Not enough. Then next turn, if I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, play a land, we can. Alright, so good. They didn't have anything. Fantastic. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4. And do that. All right, that feels much better. Are they going to cast out my Torment? Yep. That's fine. I mean, that's completely fine. So they got a Glory Bond. That's not where we want to be. Good news is if they exert. Alright, so I hate doing this, but we are going to fire it off. Yeah, I thought about that after I built the deck. I'm like, why am I not putting Dream Stealer in it? Alright, so they're cycling. They're looking for action. We have fielded the ferociousness of our opponent. We'll probably Gaia Reach here if they don't play anything. Interesting. No, Shambling Vent. Fall on the sword, please. No trample. But. Alright, so. Play that. Kill it. Oh, we want to Torment so badly. Can I cast it? We got 5, 6, 7. Oh, we can. Oh, we can. I knew I forgot a card. No, I am not. I am a sad excuse for a deck builder at times. Alright, no Samu. No, no. Don't do it. Alright. It's a Samu deck. We're going to do that. Alright, and we're going to remove Transgress, because really we're not going to be picking their hands apart. I think Ob is good. Alright, cut one out, and I think we're going to bring in Gonti in place of the Doomfalls. Because if we can steal something decent, it might keep us alive. So. Oh, bad on me. Alright, this is fine. This is fine. We cannot play our Immolating Glare, but we do have a Bantu's Last Reckoning. So. So we draw a white source. We're in business. But I hope you're all having a good night. I build these for y'all. I totally get it. I want a white source. Icon has white source. Icon has Hedron Archive. How about white source? I'll take an untapped source even. How about that? I got 25 lands. Untapped source, please. I have to shuffle you around anyway. Oh, this would be so good right now. And we do have a way to clear the board, so it's not like we're taking a ton of damage so we can live. But we are time walking ourselves, which is not what we want to be doing. And for our opponent to be doing that, that's actually fine for us. So that's a turn off, and that's another Nest of Scarabs. So, deck, we need to have chats here. The chat is, are all these wonderful people watching want to see you do what you do in the worst way. And I would like to show our wonderful audience what you can do at times when you do have moments of brilliance. I mean, either way, you're okay there. Alright, so, I mean, if we don't draw a land, we're going to have to Bantu's Last Reckoning here. If we draw a land, we are... Alright, so we drew a land, but it's going to be tapped. I think we have to time walk ourselves. Not that I'm in love with this at all, but Hanover Garrison gets out of control real quick. So this isn't, I mean, at best right now we're just taking 3. If we draw an untapped source, we can authority at least. So we drew another black source, so we can... First turn we can Hedron Archive and authority, which I think I'm fine with. So that's going to curb that Samut. So we're going to take 3. But we're going to get to untap and... Alright, so that is a little bit more annoying. Well, this deck is not... The deck we're playing against is not incredibly fast. We are just incredibly slow and not drawing what we need to draw. So I think we authority because we're going to gain some life off the Hanover Garrison. Take 5. Next turn we can double Nest of Scarabs, which should mess them up a little bit. And all they're going to do is sack out the 1/1s, but that's fine with us. Well, that's fine with us because now it's not going to attack. And that was really good for us. Yeah, this is first run at it, Seawood. Alright, so we'll actually take a Bantu's Last Reckoning here. Untapped white source. Does that do anything for us? We can... 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we can double nest. I think we double nest this turn. And we're going to take a little bit of a trucking here. But they're going to have to discard. So let them discard. Oh, they're going to take the life hit. Okay. So we're taking 6, 13, 16. This actually may not be bad. I don't know. They could sack 4 out. 5. Alright, that's a Heron's Grace champion. Is that death for us? Does that change the math? So 11 plus 6 is 17. So they're 1 shy. So Fumigate off the top, we live... Oh, I forgot, we get... So we're at 20, so it's actually, we're going to go to 3. I did think about running, if I was going to run the creature package, there's going to be like Eiley, Chemball main, Thalia main, stuff like that. Alright, so we got Never. They have 5 cards in hand. So we Never that. Glare that. We're still super dead. Let's draw. See if we hit the Fumigate. That's not what we want. Fumigate would have been amazing here. That happens. Let's go again. So if I was running the creature package, Eiley would be fine. Gifted Aetherborn's fine. Thalia, Chemball. Basically go like a full D&T build. Like try to stricken them as much as possible. Like maybe even Authority of the Council's main. Mulligan? Mulligan again. We'll keep. Put that on top. Alright. So, what am I playing tomorrow night? Y'all need to chime in. Now we got a cycling deck. Because I don't have a deck so much. Yeah, Dream Stealer, all that fun stuff. Alright, so... Is this a God Pharaoh's deck? See what you got going on there, killer. That's fine. I want to look at your hand. Oh, they don't want me to exile the Gear Hulk. Oh. You are a God Pharaoh gift deck. Well, I'm going to exile the gift. The 4-color mid is still definitely in the contention. I'm not saying it's not. It holds up super well. It's super customizable. So, now they know what we're playing. I am going to torment you. I'll help them discard. So, I'm not saying it's off the board at all, because it's actually a really good deck. Ryan has put a ton of time into it. And, yeah, it's, if we see, like, zombies and all that really making a stay, just add some Sweltering Suns, man, and go from there. And for us, we're just we'll help them out. So I played Greenback Snake when it originally came out, and it's a fine deck. It's just I don't enjoy the mirrors. Same with like the mono red and the zombies matchup. I don't enjoy the mirror matchups. So that's where my problem is. It's like mirror matchups are kind of. I'd rather build a deck that could beat those three and have a probably 60-40 against like um control, and I am happy. And I've had that. I mean, we could find it. It's just you gotta get in there and actually like build things out. So if they play something to the board, we'll just fumigate them. So it's a cat deck is a token deck. It's not off the table. I'm not saying no to it. Um, because token decks do hold up very well against the current meta. And the reason they hold up so well against like control decks is we can kind of rebuild quickly. All right, so we have to. So I mean, is it just a regular token, servo tokens? Is it cat tokens? What is it? You just don't. You don't have a call there. So, and here comes the gift. Nope, that's obnoxious. I got lucky right off the top. So this is a Madcap experiment deck. I've played against this. My opponent killed themselves. because they didn't hit. Alright, fumigate, please. I mean, we're not dead, but a fumigate wouldn't be bad here. Hey! Nice of you to show up. I asked for the top deck, and it happened. Oh, they found another one. It's not really helping them too much. Yeah, well, let's go to town. X4? X4 seems fine. They're at 3. And we kill them with Torment. Alright, so they are very much a gift stack. So when they bring it back, it's a token. I have seen the Goldfish Torment deck. We're going to steal things with... So Grasp is really good. Bounty's Last Reckoning, not really great here. Feel like we're bringing a Lily in. Cruelty seems fine. Let's run it this way. No, I just decided to go ramp-ish. And I could have gone with about 40 other 3-mana rocks. But running Gonti and them, I figured I could crew it up at some point. Never done it, but we got a mulligan this. We'll keep bottom. Alright, land. Yes! Alright, so we are online for a turn 4 Hedron all day. Don't touch my Cultivator's Caravan. Alright, you can take Torment. I have 4. Alright, so we're definitely going to get our ramp on. It just, like I said, I decided that at this point we knew what we were doing. And if we can crew it somehow and get in with a 5-5 or block with a 5-5, that seemed okay to me. But we don't run a lot of creatures. So, alright. Well, cool thing is we can do this. And then do this. And we're going to exile something from our opponent's hand. And that's going to be a Godfarrow's Gift. The mono red Eldrazi, we tried red in the beginning and haven't been too sold on it yet. It's not a bad deck. It's just we gotta find the right build we really like for it. So, we'll most likely conceal Courtyard here. Or, Gyre and let our opponent draw and discard. You know, we do not want to give them the discard effect. Let's draw. Oh, we're gonna keep that. And we're fine with what we got. We'll take 5. Then we'll murder. Do we know that one was there? We did. They want to go neonate on me? So if I do this, and play that, we can then go like this. And fumigate. Alright, so that feels okay to us. So the mono red Eldrazi, I think it has legs. I just gotta find a build I actually like with it. But I think the 4C is where we're really at right now. Sure. And you're getting rid of one thing. That's fine. Discard that. That's the Scarab seems good. So I think we're in an okay shape here. I mean, we're going to take 4 a few times. Our opponent's taking some damage off of Nest of Scarabs. They got 6 mana. They can cast out. I don't think I cast it out. Yeah, that's where we're at with it. Is we're looking. That was a nice top deck. We're going to dismiss this because they've got. All right. So. All right. So Immolating Glare. I forgot it's got Vigilance. That's a pain. Grasp doesn't fix it? But we can grasp it just to not take damage this turn. So. So that's something we'll probably do here. Save ourselves some. Grasp it. Make it an 0-1. Alright. Alright, so we could exile the creature and deal with what's in front of us, or we can look at our opponent's hand. I feel like we exile the creature. So they can't keep reoccurring it. Yeah, that's where I was. Let's just exile it. Surprisingly, I've been a really... Doomfall's just been super solid. Yeah, Brutality's not good against me. Especially when I'm empty. If I'm playing with the top of my deck. Alright, so... I have 6 open right now. Alright, so let's do this. We'll draw and discard. I mean, I don't like Fatal Push here. On an empty board, I'd much rather do that. So we got 6, 7, 8 right now. Yeah, we'll be drawn with Archive this turn. Yeah, we'll let them draw. Time to crack the Archive. Cruel Reality is not bad. In this case, Reality is actually fine. Because I have to sacrifice. So Gearhulk goes away. I'm very sorry, Hassan. That's definitely rough. We went through that twice. Well, hopefully you're enjoying the Curse Night then. But glad you're here. Hang out. Yeah, we went through that with 2 of ours. That was about a year ago. They were within 3 months of each other. So, I definitely feel for you. Alright, they got their God Pharaoh's gift. But we have a shot. They can draw. So I mean, we're gonna be taking it a little bit of damage here. They've got a few creatures in the yard, so we're gonna have to figure out how to deal with them. Or we got that. Well, our opponent can discard everything. Discard it all, baby. Combustible goes away. I really hope he's running Angel Invention, because that would be really good. Another God Pharaoh gift. So they're going to double trigger. So we're taking 8. And now we need to draw an answer. Oh, they got us. What was our next draw? Correct. 2. Wow. Alright, so we were seeing lands. I think we're gonna bring Authority in. It just seems better. Because that kind of slows the gift down. Things I want to keep, but I cannot because it's 1 land. Alright, we'll keep this 5-lander. We'll keep that. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So tomorrow night, has anyone got anything they want to play? Let's go with that. Because we are going to play something. We are unsure what it is yet. I know I have not brought out a fog deck yet. I just don't feel like we got anything new that would make me bring out like a revisit on our Bant Fog deck. Because I know that was like super popular on YouTube. We got over like 1,500 views. It's just one of those like, I want it to be good, not just be like, oh, we're playing Bant Fog just to play Bant Fog. So is there enough camels to make it tribal? Your version of what, Villy? Of this? I mean, we do have a another user submitted, but I was going to save that till next week. Bant Ramp Fog. Bant Ramp Fog. Never a bad choice. Alright, there's a God Pharaoh gift. We're helping our opponent out. Here comes the refurbish. Both good choices. The only good news is we have Fumigate in hand. Not what I really wanted to do. So we do need to fumigate here. We're probably pretty dead. That Noxious kind of hurt us. A desert deck? Not all deserts. We've done Eldrazi. Did we do Eldrazi? Let's look at the videos. Alright, what have I got so far? We've done Green-Red Monsters, which was Eldrazi. We've had Temur Monsters, Temur Nico, Grixis Control, Jeskai Mill, Blue-White God Pharaoh's Gift, Green-White Humans, the super long Wednesday stream when my parents had the kids, which led into Mono-White Sunmare, Blue-Red Control, and tomorrow will be the Black-Red Midrange. So I don't know if we've done an exact desert deck. I might do some hunting. Nothing there. Oh, the Gitrog style? Oh, I've definitely played a Gitrog. Yeah, our opponent got it. Yeah. And I don't think we would have gotten there. But maybe we'll do that. So what we're going to do is tonight we're just going to go over the deck for a little bit. We did win, I think, 1 or 2 matchups, but not a ton. The deck was more of a fun deck. It was a lot of fun. So it's Black-White Torment. So lots of swamps, lots of lands. 3 Fatal Pushes. They are actually kind of underwhelming in the whole deck. Maybe go to the creature-based shell. But we were trying to rip our opponents apart with Transgress the Mind, Kill Things with Immolating Glare, and Grasp of Darkness. Doomfall is an all-star. Bantu's Last Reckoning is an early wipe for us. Cultivator's Caravan and Hedron Archive get us so we can make really big torments. Fumigate and Descend also help us wipe the board. Never is any planeswalkers that we may run into. Cruel Reality, yet again, walkers and creatures. It was not a bad card for the night. And then 4 Torments of Hailfire, which led to some very exciting times. The sideboard, Authority of the Councils, and Kambal were the all-stars. Really didn't bring much else in from there. Liliana's every now and again, but we didn't really need them. And Gonti, just because Gonti's fun. So, I actually have an idea for a deck. We'll see if I can make it by tomorrow. I will tell you it'll have something like Panharmonicon in it. We'll go from there. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be a Gitrog deck. I don't know. Both seem very viable. I forgot the Salinity sideboard. Normally, yes, Salinity will be sideboard for anything that's got white in it. Yeah, Celebrity just really good at quelling the energy and black-green Nemesis Snake. It just makes them play Honest Magic, which, if you're also a white kind of style beater deck, is a really good thing. So I think that's it for tonight. Good deck, a lot of fun. I enjoyed Torment. Is it a mainstay deck? No. Can you take it to an FNM and have a lot of fun and make your opponent's faces just hurt when they have to figure out what they have to discard and or sack? Certainly. So as always, if you like what you heard, hit that follow button, hit that sub button, leave comments below, talk to us in chat. We love to chat with y'all. But as always, thanks for coming out. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for another fun deck. See y'all.